Welcome back to cooking school. Today we're going to make crock pot chili. We're going to use something called the crock pot to cook in. So I have my crock pot here, and then I have all of my ingredients out. And all of the materials I need. I need my strainer, I need my liquid measuring cup, and all of my ingredients and a can opener today. So let's get started. First things first, I am going to plug in my crock pot. And then I like to cheat a little bit because sometimes using the crock pot is a big mess to clean up. So I use something called slow cooker liners. So it's like a bag, but it has to be this kind of bag. It can't be like a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag that you have at your house because it'll melt. These bags are made specifically for crock pots. So I'm going to open it up. This is what it looks like. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put it inside my crock pot to line it. And then I just fold my edges out and over the edge. Now that my crock pot liner is in, when I'm done cooking at the end of my meal and I'm done eating, I can just take the crock pot liner out and throw it away. And then I still have to wash my crock pot, but I don't have to scrub and scour like I might if something burned to the side of it. I'm going to take the lid and set it aside for right now because we don't need it until we're done and ready to cook. And my recipe. So today I'm going to make my chili with stew meat. So first I need about 3/4 pounds of stew meat. So I have that ready to rack right here. This is stew meat. I have a little over a pound because I'm cooking for my family. So I'm going to toss that in there and I can throw my garbage away. And when I'm handling raw meat, I want to make sure to wash my hands again, because we don't want anybody to get sick. All right, I'm going to come back to my crock pot. Next, I need some seasonings. And before I get my seasonings ready, my recipe calls for something called beef broth. I didn't have any beef broth, so I'm going to substitute, and I'm going to use something called, where did I put it? Beef bouillon. And so it's a cube, and they look like this. And one beef bouillon cube will make about a cup. I need a cup and a half. So I'm going to get some really hot water. You could also boil some water. So I'm going to let my faucet run for a minute. It gets pretty hot. So when it is hot, I'm going to take my liquid measuring cup and I'm going to fill it to about a cup and a half. My favorite thing about this recipe is I don't have to be super precise. It's all about the flavors that I like and that I'm going to serve my family and friends if I wanted to have my friends over. So then I'm going to take my beef bouillon cubes and I'm going to unwrap them. And I'm going to stick them in the water. So I said one cube makes about 8 ounces or about a cup. So I'm going to, and because I needed a cup and a half, I'm going to use 2 beef bouillon cubes. You could also use a can of beef broth, but I didn't have it, so I'm using this. So I'm going to let this sit aside for a second, and then what'll happen is you can see my cubes are in there, and they're starting to dissolve. They'll dissolve into the water. You can also see the steam coming up because it's hot. So that'll dissolve. I'm going to give that a few minutes, and I'm going to mix together my other stuff. So I have some dry ingredients that I like in my chili, and it gives it a lot of good flavor. So what I like to do is I like to just put them in a bowl, and then I can mix them within and then put them in my chili. So we're going to do that first. So we need 2 tablespoons of chili powder. So I have my chili powder. I'm going to take the top off. I have my 1 tablespoon. So if I have 1 tablespoon and I need 2, I need to fill it twice. 1, 2. Put my lid back on and set it aside. All right, next on my list, I need 2 tablespoons of flour. I like to use cornstarch because it gives it a little bit of it thickens the juices a little bit, and I really like that. So, tablespoon, I need 2. 1, 2. Cover that and go. All right, next I need parsley. Now you can use fresh parsley, you can chop it up, or you can use dried parsley. I'm going to put about 1/4 cup of parsley in here. It is really good if you have fresh parsley as well. I do not today, so I am going to use dried parsley. About 1/4 cup. Pop it in. Put my lid on. Parsley. And set that aside. All right, next for my seasonings, I need 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So I don't have a 3/4 teaspoon measuring spoon, so I'm going to use the 1/4. So if I have a 1/4 measuring teaspoon and I need 3/4 teaspoon, I'm going to need to fill it 3 times. So here we go. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 teaspoon. And that is salt. I also need 1½ tablespoons of brown sugar. Got my brown sugar over here. We'll open that up. Now, here again, I used my 1 tablespoon, so I'm going to take my 1/2 tablespoon, and if I need 1½ tablespoons, I would need 3. So let's count out 3 again. And brown sugar you like to pack in when you use it. Gives you a really good sweet flavor here. So 1, 2, 3. Set my brown sugar aside. I also need garlic. So I'm going to use garlic that's already minced for me. You could use a fresh clove of garlic, whatever you want. You just have to mince it up. And I need 2 to 3 cloves. So when I use pre-minced garlic, I need 1/2 teaspoon per clove. So I'm going to take out my 1/2 teaspoon, and I am going to do a generous 3 of these because I really like garlic. So 1, I kind of dump the juices out. 2, 3. All right, done. All right, so I'm going to take all of these ingredients and I'm kind of going to just mix them up a little bit. It's all my spices and seasonings that I want. This is what's going to make my chili taste amazing. So it doesn't have to be perfect because it'll all cook in as our chili cooks in the crock pot. So I'm going to pull over my beef bouillon. Remember we had that sitting in water? And if I have a little bit of chunk left, I can just kind of crush it up with a spoon. But you can see how it changed from water to beef. It's more of a beef broth now. I have a little chunk left in there. That's okay. It'll dissolve. Give that another minute. So, all right. So we've got that ready to rock. So my bouillon's ready. My seasonings are ready. I also have to get my beans ready. So for this particular recipe, I need 2 cans of beans. I like to use a can of black beans and a can of kidney beans. I need my can opener to open them. And then I need to drain them and rinse them. So I'm going to use my can opener and take the tops off. One, oops, and 2. So now this is where I'm going to use my strainer. So I'm going to stick my strainer in my sink, ready to go. And then I'm going to take my beans and I can mix them together because they're both going to go into my chili anyways and everything gets mixed up. So I'm going to dump those into my strainer over here. And then if I have a few beans left at the bottom of my can, that's okay. I can just fill it with water and dump it over my strained beans because I need to rinse them anyways. So then I don't miss any bean goodness for my recipe. And then I'm just going to rinse them all out, get them nice and clean. You'll see as the water starts to run through clear, you're good to go. Bring my beans over and show you since you're not by my sink. But there's my beans all ready to go. And you know what? Since they're over here, I'm just going to toss them in with my meat. All right, next I need diced tomatoes. So I need one big can or 2 small cans. So today I have 2 small cans. These are 14-ounce cans, and you need about 28 ounces. So 14 plus 14, 28. These cans have a pull tab, so I can just pull the tab and open them right up. That as well, I'm going to dump right into my crock pot. If I miss a little bit, I can take my spoon and scrape it in. I'm just going to stick my cans in my sink because I'm going to rinse them before I recycle them. All right. Oops, I missed it. Missed a tomato. All right, so now I have all of that ready. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir. Mix all of that into my meat. Then I'm going to add my seasonings that I put together. That's my cumin, my chili powder, my garlic, my parsley, my salt. All of that goes in. My beef broth or beef bouillon. And then, lastly, I need a little bit of barbecue sauce. So I have barbecue sauce sitting here. Now I can measure it out. I need about 2 tablespoons. The barbecue sauce doesn't always come out of the measuring spoon very well, so I'm just going to pour it in. Some recipes it's important to be super particular about how much you have, and some it's not as important. This, it's all about your flavor and how much you want. So I know about 1, 2, I can give it a little extra. A little extra flavor never hurt anybody. All right, guys, now my barbecue sauce is in there. I'm going to give it another stir. Mix all those flavors together in there and get them all nice and happy. And now that everything's happy in my crock pot, and take my spoon out. Ready. So my chili is ready to go. Let's see if I can do this carefully. Everything's in there. I can't tip any further because my juices will fall out. But there's all my chili. And then I'm going to put my cover on. All right. So I'm going to put my chili on high. Cover's on. And it is ready to just sit here. I want to make sure that it's not too close to the wall or anything, because sometimes it gets a little warm, not too hot. That's the great thing about the crock pot. But I want to make sure that it's not touching anything. And then when my chili is all done, I can use my soup ladle to scoop it into a bowl and eat. And then I like to have mine with a little bit of bread. So I've got some bread I can slice up later on to have with it. And then I also like sour cream. You could put some shredded cheese on top. You could sprinkle a little parsley. Depends on how fancy you want to get. Could use a little onion on there if you want. The sky's the limit. Enjoy your chili, guys. Have a great day.